Coming up, driving without gasoline, hydrogen-powered cars come to Billerica, and buy local, eat fresh. We learn how to make a full meal using all local ingredients. It's all ahead. It doesn't run on gasoline or cause pollution. The power behind this clean emissions car is all hydrogen. On Monday, a fleet of hydrogen-powered vehicles came to Billerica to visit the first hydrogen refueling station in the state at Nuvera. The Billerica company produces fuel cells, technology that converts hydrogen into electricity.
It's a car that is an electric car, essentially, and the electricity is generated on board by fuel cell. Fuel cell is an electrochemical device that basically converts hydrogen into electricity, and the only byproduct that you see in the exhaust pipe is water vapor.
Inside a hydrogen-powered BMW, the car starts in hydrogen mode. But unlike other hydrogen vehicles, the BMW has the option to use gasoline. Local lawmakers hope hydrogen will lessen our dependence on foreign oil.
It's been a big issue to me, something that just drives me crazy, that we're a country of, we're 5% of the world's population, and we use 25% of the world's oil, and we also emit 20% of the world's carbon. And I've just been frustrated with that, and I said, I think there has to be alternatives out there, and one of the big alternatives is hydrogen, and we have some of the best companies in the world here, and one of them being Nuvera.
While consumers won't be buying hydrogen cars anytime soon, Nuvera hopes its refueling station will urge automakers to manufacture more hydrogen vehicles.
It's the chicken and the egg problem, right? So if you have the cars, people might not buy the car unless they have comfort that there is an infrastructure to support the cars.
Up next, buy local, eat fresh. Infusions chef and owner Proux teaches us how to make a meal using all local ingredients.
From green beans to pork, we followed Chef Proux as he searches for the freshest ingredients. Phil is the owner of Infusions Bistro in Chelmsford.
The reason that I opened Infusions Bistro was to spread the word about local produce, to make people aware that there is still local agriculture available in the area, and to really give people the best experience, the freshest ingredients, and the most nutritional ingredients as well.
Today, Phil teaches us how to make roasted pork with tomatoes, sautéed butter beans, and corn cakes, all from local farms on Route 119. Our first stop is Gary's Farm in Littleton.
These beans are really great because you can tell because they have a vibrant color. They're nice and crisp when you cut them in half. They're going to pop, they're not going to bang.
But Gary's is also well known for their fresh corn.
This quality here is the very best. This takes 88 days to grow. This is a new tri-sweet, triple sweet, and when you bite into it, you can tell there's a big difference.
For tomatoes, we went across the street to Springbrook Farm. We traveled further down Route 119 into Pepperell to Greg's Farm Stand for Cuban and green peppers, then to Laurel Ridge Farm in Ashby for pork. The farm raises all of its livestock, ships them to local slaughterhouses, then sells the frozen meat at their new country store.
What we do is we just try to feed them as natural a product as we can. Also, they're all free-range animals. And we don't slaughter them here. We have them shipped out to slaughter plants. There's one in Groton and the one in New Hampshire.
Back in Infusions, Phil is ready to start cooking, beginning with the corn cakes.
So what I was mixing right there was some corn flour, which is also known as masa harina, some all-purpose flour, baking powder, salt, Parmesan cheese, corn from Gary's Farm, warm water, and a little bit of vegetable oil.
Next, he starts a tomato cruda to complement the pork and corn cakes.
So in this sauce is going to be tomatoes, some fresh herbs including oregano, tarragon, and basil, salt and pepper, garlic, and shallots. We're going to cook it. We're going to get this pan going as hot as we can stand, put the tomatoes in with all the herbs, and then let that cook for about 10 minutes until the tomatoes start to break down.
After slaving in a hot kitchen, Phil produces a tasty dish.
It only took about 20 minutes to prepare, start to finish. So we've got the roasted pork from the Laurel Ridge Farm in Ashby, with the tomato cruda, with the tomatoes from Springbrook Farm, Gary's Farm corn cake, and Gary's Farm sauteed butter beans, with a little bit of Cubanelle peppers from Greg's Farm on top.
While Phil's customers can taste the difference, his connection to the local farms is personal.
Well, I really feel the connection to the land and to the farms themselves, and I really want to be as much of a beneficiary as I can be to society as a whole. And instead of being a restaurant that takes away from the betterment of the general good, I'd rather be a chef that's enhancing the local community and society as a whole.
To find the recipes for this dish and learn more on buying local, read Kathleen Pierce's story on LowellSun.com.
Thank you so much for joining us. On Friday's SunCast, Rachel Briere takes us inside an Indian restaurant for what's on the menu. Have a great afternoon.